welcome back to another session of criticizing artwork because I have the video editing powers. Welcome to 2020. There's a pandemic. There's an election. Honestly, I'm surprised I've gotten around to doing this. Sorry there haven't been more, but you have no idea how hard it is to find markers in the wasteland. No, really, I mean, how many zombies do you think you're going to see carrying Copic markers? Actually, more than you'd think. Because normally you'd think zero, because, I mean, what use does a zombie have for markers? But, you know, I suppose they come in handy if you want to make your victims look green or something. So anyways, this is a Quarentini. It was suggested early on in the pandemic that probably the perfect drink is a package of, well, a vitamin supplement that happened to be orange flavored in some vodka. Honestly, they're not entirely wrong, because it sucks. I mean, it's not a great drink. There's nobody who's going to be going, you know what I really want? A Quarentini. I miss those days. However, it does fully encapsulate the 2020 just general level of suck. Oh, I'm supposed to be upbeat? Well, sorry. I mean, this is Snarky. This isn't inspirational videos. I hope you guys like the background music. I mean, it was pretty random when I picked it, and honestly, ghostly random beeping also fits the nice 2020 aesthetic. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what sort of music you make for a year like this, but, you know, that looks as good as anything. So anyways, one of the things that we figured you need to add to a good Quarentini is a little bit of honey to, you know, coat the throat. So when you've been coughing for days at a time, you know, you can soothe a little bit. And just in case you happen to know nothing about this year, and I hope that's true, I hope this just fades into memory and just everyone goes, oh yeah, that was just another year. But we're really short on things like Lysol wipes to disinfect things. I mean, it's a little better right now. It's sort of the end of the year, but they're still hard to come by. So, you know, it was one of the things everybody tried to hoard and stock up on at the beginning, and boy, we've used a lot of them. So many wipes. So much spray, bleach, and alcohol, and yeah, honestly, things have been more sanitized than ever. The other thing on here that hopefully you didn't have problems finding if you were in 2020 with me, toilet paper. You know, out of all the things that I thought people are going to go out and grab a ton of this, toilet paper was not one of them. After all, it's a respiratory disease that we're dealing with. It's not something that's going to come out the rear end. So you don't need exactly a ton of it. Though, talking with my friends who have children who are home all the time, they use a phenomenal amount of toilet paper now that their kids are not in school all day. It does make you wonder what they're doing with it all. Are they just sticking the end in and like flushing the toilet until the toilet paper roll is gone? Because I've heard of people doing that in, like, you know, schools and stuff. Taking that home with you just seems like a mean thing to do to your parents. Especially when they have to go out into the Plaugelands to go find more toilet paper. So we decided if anything was going to go with the Quarentini, it's a skunk. Because, you know, this year stinks. All those plans we had for fun conventions and everything, nope. Nope, not happening. But, you know, there are worse things in the world, I guess. At least we still have art. You could have art too. You could stop by our website and, you know, pick some up. Like a Quarentini. Something to commemorate the year so you never forget when you decided, I can't find toilet paper. Would a brown paper bag work? The answer is no, it won't. It's entirely too slick. You need to rough it up with some sandpaper first to get some texture on there, and then it works fine. I wouldn't flush it, but, you know, it's the wasteland. You can just throw it out the window. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I barely talked anything about her piece. I mean, here we are. It's just orange and yellow. You think you could have worked in some blue or some green? Just endless yellow tones. Really, as an artist, it should have been far more color balanced. And here she goes, you know, putting on a whole bunch of paint. I mean, just totally wasting all that ink she put on there. I keep telling her, if she just makes sure to color in the correct lines, you know, we won't have this problem. I think she's honestly spent more time painting things back up than she did drawing on them in the first place. Yeah, at least we're coming sort of close to the end. I mean, you know, that way you guys don't have to stare at the discount brand toilet paper too much longer. So anyways, this is where I tell you should stop by our shop, pick up some art for yourself, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, drop by our Patreon, donate a couple bucks. We would love even a $1 donation. You can even chime in and say what we should draw next. Anyways, stay safe out there.